A little further south, Chile's Lake District is picture-perfect in breathtaking scenery.
I know that we've pretty much left the real adventure of Peru and Bolivia in the background, but the trade-off for just simple beauty is totally worth it. It's just gorgeous down here. We're entering the Lake District. There's so much water down here, rivers and lakes everywhere. Chile is definitely a little farther up the economic scale than virtually every country we've been through so far. The Chileans have the resources and evidently the time to keep their country looking beautiful, and I love it here.
So your name is?
Claudio.
Claudio, and Claudio used to work for the Simplot company. So I'm the CEO of the Simplot company.
Yeah.
He's a potato guy. I'm a potato guy. I said, are you in the cattle business? And he said, no, potato. And I said, potato, you're kidding. That's pretty amazing to think that you just we're out here in the middle of nowhere in someplace just north of Patagonia. And I just happened to pull over. He rolls down his window. Next thing we know, we're talking about he worked for Simplot. Claudio, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, I'm really glad to get to meet you. Okay.
All right.
We gotta hit it hard right there. I think it's coming out as fast as it's going in. That'll lube it up. It's coming out again. We didn't fix it. I'm running out of ideas, guys. There's irritations that are growing in the group at night. We're splitting up, going different places, some at hotels, some camping, some grabbing cabins, stuff like that. So the team aspect of sitting around the campfire is not happening. And so it's a natural part of, I think, what happens when type A personalities have to spend too much time together. But we're clearly not a team right now. But we got 2 weeks to pull that shit together.
I feel like we are a team going in the same direction, but there's different ways to get to that destination.
Evan and Bill and Michael and I did the Chilean coast while you guys were doing Argentina, and we missed out on some food, but you missed out. Well, you didn't miss out on much, but we had it for a week because of circumstances. We had a completely different trip than you guys did.
It's really difficult to get 15 guys with type A, alpha, egos and experiences together and actually follow any kind of orders. As somebody, I think Dave said, apparently we're all interesting people, but we're a shitty team, right? I mean, we're not a team.
I find it fascinating that people have even a tiny gripe, okay? I'm having a fucking awesome time, and it's completely up to us to make it, for us to interact and have fun with each other. And I get up every morning I'm ready to go.
But it's like Tiberio says, for me it's like I've been riding another tour, another trip, because for me every day was spectacular. Yeah. It could be that we are in the front, that we never help anybody. But
I think it'd be fun for over the next week or 2 weeks, everyone talk about the most epic moments, because I don't think there's anyone that hasn't had an incredible adventure on this trip. And I've 2 months ago, I'm remembering these things that happened in the rain in Colombia and Ecuador, and some of the roads we've been on, and some of the things we faced. Holy shit, there's a long list of epic events. It'd be fun to share them and just remind each other, because these things are kind of blurred together in my head.
I think we're 50-some days into this. We're someplace over 8,000 miles. I think we're doing, I give us a lot of credit. And I think that the energy with this group, and I think we will be bonded for life. I really believe we'll be bonded for life. And I'm telling you, I'm going to have a reunion in Idaho next year for everybody. And we will have a blast.
I'm really grateful to be here, and I'm grateful for the experiences that I've had with each and every one of you guys. And I've accomplished my goal, and that was to get to know each and every one of you and ride with you.
I already like the way that, we kind of started off going around. There's a few gripes. Now as it continues, I bet you went around right now, you get nothing but positivity. So this has been a good little circle session.
Agreed.
Circle section has some other connotations.
Only in your mind.
Oh no, everybody
Only in
else
your
laughed
mind.
too. Everybody else laughed too.
Besides the spoke about to come off?
Got many of those.
The rear one too?
Okay, keep putting somewhere. Okay.
My opinion is, I don't know why he put this new tire on. He should have just left that bald tire. I mean, he didn't have any issues with it. We're crossing from Chile into Argentina. We're headed to Bariloche. Well, Fonz keeps losing air 4 pounds within 30 minutes. And yesterday he said he rode about 4 hours at 0 PSI. So we're taking advantage of the downtime to get Fonzie fixed up so that we don't have him holding us up as he normally does.
Well, we're in the frontier zone between Chile and Argentina. But there is absolutely no doubt that Chile is unquestionably the prettiest country that we've gone through yet. I can't say enough positive stuff about riding down here. It's a great mix of wonderful paved roads and not a lot of backcountry roads, actually. I don't think there's enough people here to justify the creation of like Forest Service roads like we have in the U.S. But around every turn are snow-capped mountains, endless forests, and perfectly groomed or made and maintained paved roads.
In 1978, a devastating forest fire swept the mountains near Argentina's border with Chile. 20 years later, a group of artists began carving the charred remains of tree stumps. The result? The sculpted forest, a whimsical outdoor sculpture garden full of woodland creatures and forest spirits. The hike up is a pleasant diversion from riding, and the view across the valley is spectacular.
We have a lot of great stuff coming up in Patagonia. We're going to dart back and forth between Chile and Argentina. It's mostly going to be backcountry dirt roads, so the beauty of the trip is coming up. So I've completely lost track of what day it is, but I do know that we're in southern Patagonia with about a week to go on the trip. And we're running down what's called the Careterra Austral, which fundamentally means the southern road. And it was built as sort of a precursor to war between Argentina and Chile. Pinochet, the dictator here, did not want to have to try to defend southern Chile by going into Argentina, so they started building a road. Much of it is still unpaved, but it is, without a doubt, one of the top roads in the world for sheer natural beauty. It's miles, endless miles of waterfalls, lakes, streams, rivers, huge old-growth forests, ferns that are bigger than your motorcycle, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful place to ride a motorcycle. Improvements in infrastructure are a double-edged sword. The Caratera Austral, in my opinion, as a dirt road, is one of the world's great rides. But as time grinds slowly on, the government wants to improve it because it'll bring more tourist money in and who knows what else, but at the same time taking away the rough and ragged and isolated elements of this road diminish what we do. So here we go. The Karatera Austral will be disappearing from our radar screen. We'll have to find other cool dirt roads to go explore. Okay. Funky, weird junkyard, campground, cabin joint. We've got plastic geodesic domes, interestingly fabricated cabins. I haven't seen it inside yet, but they're $10 a night. So, or $30 for the whole cabin. Okay, so we got 3 beds in here.
3 here, there's another cabin with 3 beds.
Okay, and there's a third cabin.
And I haven't seen the other one.
There's a third cabin, so.